Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The January 10 election into the office of the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo may have come and gone, but the issues thrown up have continued to reverberate across the country, not the least of which was the allegation that was made by the former Inspector General of Police, Mike Okiro, that the court order that barred him from participating in the election was a hoax. In other words, it was like a 419 court order that never existed, and he fell for it. Who is to blame for this unfortunate incident? But he is blaming the media. Let's talk about it. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. So who sold a 419 court order to former Inspector General of Police and he fell for it? Who are those behind this? And what was their motive? They don't want him to participate in the election, obviously. What do they intend to achieve? And who are the major power brokers in that election? You and I know that if that election was left for the ordinary Igbo man and woman on the street, Barrister Uche Okuku would have been the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. But you know that the elite hijacked the process, and the governors are among the elites of the elites in the southeast. They had their candidate. Could it be that those who are working for the governors of the southeast played a part in making sure that Okiro did not participate in that election? But first of all, let's hear from what. Let's go through what Okiro lamented about. He narrated this story. He addressed a press conference to express his anger and dismay that he was sidelined in that election. According to him, when he addressed a press conference to express his dismay about what happened to him, he narrated how the incident began. He said, in the evening of Tuesday, 7th January 2025, my attention was drawn to a media news where it was said that I was barred from the election into the post of President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo by a court order issued at Enugu High Court. I engaged my lawyer to obtain a copy of the court order and process and proceed to vacate the said order. By the close of work on Wednesday, January 8, 2025, the lawyer did not succeed due to shortage of time. On Thursday, 9th January 2025, I had to address the press to say that I was stepping aside in compliance with the court injunction to encourage other Nigerians to be law-abiding and obey constituted authorities vis-a-vis the courts. Later in the day, I went for screening based on the fact that my lawyer was still struggling to set aside the order, that if he succeeds by Friday, 10th January 2025, I will take part in the election. The panel refused to screen me, basing their decision on the said court order. I submitted 2 copies of my press conference to the screening committee and left the premises. By the close of work on Friday, 10th January 2025, my lawyer was able to obtain the court proceeding while the election had been concluded without me. Ladies and gentlemen, Ndigbo Worldwide, my supporters, there was no court order at all in the proceedings. No court order barring me from the election. What the media showed the world was false, deceitful, and misleading, and I fell into it because I'm law-abiding. The fact as obtained in the court process, which my lawyer obtained from the High Court of Enugu State of Nigeria, presided over by Honorable Justice N.R. Oji, indicated that there was no court order. What a sad situation. What a sad situation that people can do this. That because basically what happened was that the lawyers that filed the case in the court issued a statement to the media, and the media ran with it. And unfortunately, in this country, you want to obtain a court order, it takes a lot of process. If the court order had been obtained on time, his lawyers would have looked into it and would see that there was no order. There was no such order in the court proceeding to stop him from participating, which is very unfortunate for him. And he is blaming the media. The media's job is to report the news. Sometimes media people try to beat the deadline. They want the news to come out immediately. So the only thing that could have still saved the day would have been if his lawyers was able to obtain the court order on time and then issue a counter statement to the earlier supposedly ordered court order. Okay, that would have saved the day. But that being said, in the statement he also talked about the fact that this issue should be investigated and the lawyers that did this should be dealt with. But I doubt how far they can go on that. But let them try. But the truth of the matter remains that the court processes should be available as soon as possible. The idea that a court matter will finish and you can't see the court proceeding, be searching for it, is unfair. In this electronic age, there is a need for court processes to be made available immediately the judge finished delivering his thing. The lawyers of both parties should be leaving the court with the court proceedings. In this day and age, where even as the judge is talking, there are technologies that are supposed to be directly translating it, transcribing it, just as he's talking. There are technologies that will be doing that. As he's talking, it will be transcribed by his voice. It will be transcribed. There are several apps that can do that. So why can't we have it in our legal system? So that judges, as they are making declaration, this thing will be available electronically, and immediately after the judgment, it will be whatever declaration that the judge made will be printed out immediately for the parties to go home with and go and study. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But that being said, I also know that when I heard that Okuku is not likely to get it, the next person I thought I would get it was this former IGP Mike Okiro, because he was the only person that could have gotten it. Because after Okuku, I had the issues he had with Ohanaeze people. Because when Okuku was the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, they say he took Ohanaeze Ndigbo to court because he had a problem with the Ohanaeze President General Nyanwodo. So when I heard that from reliable sources in Ohanaeze, I just know that he may not get it. But if the only next person was Okiro, but Okiro himself was also having challenge. They say he's not from River State and all that, and I found out that he's from River State. Why that was settled, before you know it, there was a court order, and he obeyed the court order, and it cost him the race. But my mind is also telling me that whatever may have happened to me could have been orchestrated by the powers that be, that had already made up their mind that they are going to give it to Senator John Azuta-Mbata. Perhaps that's what happened, so that Azuta-Mbata would not have any contest at all, because there was actually no contest. Azuta-Mbata was like a consensus candidate. So when former IGP Okiro was not in the race, and Okuku had his own challenges with Ohanaeze, then it means the preferred candidate of the governors and all the rest, John Azuta-Mbata would eventually be the person. So it could also be that they played Okiro out. The powers that be played Okiro out using some lawyers. It could also be what happened. Never can tell, because politics comes in all shades and forms. Whether it is in a political party or in a federal election or group ethnic group election, like what happened in Ohanaeze. Things can happen. So, but at the end of the day, after addressing the press conference, Okiro also congratulated John Azuta-Mbata for emerging as the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. But it shows that he was embittered that he was played. You know, they 419 him, if you like, using the media to deceive him and the general public, which was sad. But that's the way it is. But that's what happens in things like this, where you are seeking for a position to lead a group or organization like Ohanaeze. There will always be challenges. These are challenges that stopped him from participating, from being the president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Okuku himself has his own challenges, which stopped him from being emerging through the mainstream of Ohanaeze. Of course, he emerged through another faction in Port Harcourt. But as I keep saying, John Mbata is the one that the world will listen to, because he is the one that the majority of the stakeholders backed for the election. So what do you think about what happened to Okiro? How he was played by the lawyers that issued statement claiming that he had been barred from the election through a court order. What's your position on this? Whatever is your view, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.